Welcome to my screencast. My name is Camille Brown, and today I will be discussing Mozart's Lied der Freiheit. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart is practically a household name. Including the Mozart for Babies program, it would not be uncommon if we have literally been listening to him since we were born. Through the hundreds of musical pieces Mozart has composed, we get an insight into the mind of a truly musical genius. Though he has a wide range of different styles, from arias to piano fugues and every kind of piece in between, he has given us works that have stood the test of time. Being someone who was raised as a musical prodigy with a successful musician as a father, Mozart had an understanding of music that was truly unique. This gift helped make his works unlike no other. Whether his works were simple or complex, they were unparalleled in beauty. Today I will be discussing his piece entitled Lied der Freiheit, meaning Song of Liberty. This triumphant piece leaves its listeners feeling invigorated. Through my own performance of this piece, I have come to appreciate its light-hearted nature and the interpretation I was able to create as an artist. Though the exact publication of this piece is not exactly known, all of the sources I have found agree on the fact that Lied der Freiheit was written in 1785, just a few years before the French Revolution. This was a time of political unrest in much of Europe. While amidst this unrest and living in Vienna, Mozart composed this song that is seemingly unbothered. The lyrics of this strophic piece are very interesting, to say the least. While not overtly political, I believe that Mozart was trying to send the listener a message by the way he so joyfully set the poem by Johannes Alois Blomer. In this piece, the lyrics go on a sort of list of reasons that people are unhappy. The lyrics state that because of these reasons, the humankind is not considered free. While the setting of this text is at a fast tempo with an overarching feeling of settlement and repetitiveness, the words are what I consider to be most important. In the first verse, we are told a story of a man, I guess not necessarily a story, but we are told that a man that is, under the hand of a woman is not considered free, that somebody who is under the control of somebody else is not a free man. In the second verse, we are told that a man who does things for notoriety of royalty or for a rank, whether that be in the government or in the army, that he is held back his whole life and he is pulling the plow of the state. We are told that he is equally unaware of what freedom truly is. In the third verse, we are told that anyone who is obsessed with money or the pursuit thereof is evil and does not know the joy of true freedom. It is not until the fourth and final verse that we are taught that true freedom comes to those of us who easily set aside these pursuits and strive only to live happily in their own homes. The final phrase, as you can see, states that it is only these people who can say, "I am a free man." I personally find it very interesting that Mozart decided to set this text about true freedom to music that is in simple binary form. I think that this is because the poem reflects the idea of freedom in the simplest way possible. Sometimes freedom is looked at as a concept that is very large and vague. However, this poem states that freedom is not truly that difficult if we live just to be happy and content in our own homes. This piece can be broken up into the classical simple binary form. In the A section, we see that the classic 4-bar measures with a pickup to each phrase can be found. It is also possible to see this piece broken up into the first two measures as well as the second two measures, meaning two measure phrases. However, the sense of movement continues through the rests, which is immediately followed by a pickup into the next measure. This feeling gives me the sense of four measure phrases. So in measure 4, we see this happen, where the melody kind of continues through that rest, where we finally find the sense of rest at the half cadence in measure 8. And this is where our B section begins. But for right now, we are going to listen to the beautiful Barbara Bonney sing the first verse of this piece. So what we've just heard is the A section of this piece, which again is that joyful, happy four measure phrases. Next, we will be going into our B section. So we'll take a listen and then we'll talk a little bit more about the phrases and things like that. All right, so that was just the first verse of this song, which is repeated through all four verses. But as you can hear in this B section, unlike our previous A section, we are not given our expected phrase length. The phrase in this B section I hear as one complete 8-measure phrase. There is no sense of rest. It is a continuous movement, which takes us to the final perfect authentic cadence at the end of this. So even though this piece is simple, I personally have had a great time performing it. I think that the contradiction between the A section and the B section with the phrase length allows for personal understanding and storytelling. Because of the repetition as well, we are given the opportunity to figure out as an artist the why, why this specific thing is repeated. And I think that is truly our job as an artist, is to try and portray that answer of why. Through understanding the form of this song, it can go from a repetitive 4-verse, simple binary song to really a journey and a way that we can learn and grow together. By understanding form, we are able to better listen, learn, and experience music together. I appreciate your time. Thanks so much.